Ever since that night in Porto, my life has never been the same. You see, I have been haunted. It was the biggest game of my life, and we conceded to a twat. A James Charles impersonator, the player that looks like that weird kid nobody wants to sit next to at lunch. He is ever present, always there, stalking me and my every move. No matter where I go, he is there. That sinister smile like his goal is the stuff of nightmares. How did we let it slip? Where did it all go wrong? And will my life ever be the same?
Here's where I knew we were in for a fucking war before the game even started. Look at the mentality difference between our players right before the game and look at Chelsea's players. Our players genuinely look like they were talking about their weekend plans, while Chelsea's men look like they're about to go fight Iraq. And then this. Oh my goodness. When I saw this lineup for the first time, I thought it was fake because I saw it on Twitter. I thought it was fake. Our eyes are drawn to spectacles. That's just how human beings are built, okay? Wingers, attackers, strikers, center forwards, attacking midfielders, those players are always going to get the praise. Those players are always going to win the Ballon d'Ors, the best player in this team, the best whatever. All right, but a central defensive midfielder, in my humble opinion, is the most important position on the entire field. That guy is literally the bridge between your defensive actions and your attacking actions. He is a guy who allows you to intercept the ball and create chances for the final third. Not having a good central defensive midfielder shows. Casemiro goes to United, they're instantly so much better. When Fabinho has a good game, which is very rare, Liverpool look a lot more structured in their midfield. You see how all these teams are trying to get Manuel Ugarte? Chelsea just pulled out of the race, and PSG just signed him for 60 million euros. One shot on target on 60% possession, while Chelsea had 8 shots, 2 on target. We had 1 shot on target. They had 2 shots on target. We can see here, Ederson is about to get the ball. He plays a long ball to Raheem Sterling, who miscontrols it horribly wrong, and Reece James is able to capitalize on that. He tries a back heel too, which is kind of hilarious, but Reece James completely pocketed Raheem Sterling in that final. Raheem Sterling did literally nothing special the entire game. Yep, and this next one is John Stones making an error and Timo Werner almost scoring off a pass from Kai Havertz. Look, if that was Lautaro Martinez, that's already 1-0. Clip, oh my god, this clip, oh my god. I think this clip made me more angry than the rest of them. Yep, I remember this. Some 5'2" French smiling midget that rides bicycles outjumped Ruben Diaz for a header. He outjumped Ruben fucking Diaz for a header. Our players were absolutely not having it. And this next clip is a sensational pass by Kevin De Bruyne with his weak foot to Phil Foden, and one of the best defensive actions I think I've seen in like a decade in a Champions League final from Antonio Rudiger. Rudiger was absolutely pivotal for Chelsea that season, so no surprise there that he was the guy to make that last. Screaming at my television with my dad next to me, I was saying Zinchenko, Mark Havertz. Mount plays a beautiful threaded ball. Mason Mount was absolutely unplayable that season. Absolutely no hate on all for Kai Havertz, for Ben Chilwell, or Mason Mount. They capitalized on our dumbassery for the entire game. This was probably the nail in the coffin. This is probably where I lost most of my hope for the entire game. That disgusting-ass challenge from Antonio Rudiger to Kevin De Bruyne. That was so sad to see. All right, I know most people that aren't City fans hate Man City, but you gotta. I genuinely don't understand how a person can dislike Kevin De Bruyne. To see him emotional coming off the field like that was just absolutely ridiculous. All in all, John Stones had an absolute stinker of a game. Bernardo Silva and Riyad Mahrez were basically non-existent for the entire 90 minutes. Raheem Sterling was absolutely pitiful. Phil Foden was decent. Ilkay Gundogan did all right, but I'm not going to blame him for the mistake. Yes, he could have tracked the runner. Yes, maybe if he was a second too early, he could have tracked Chilwell or Mount. Same thing with Zinchenko. We lost this game because of no central defensive midfielder. We lost this game because of a lack of mentality. We lost this game because of a lack of experience in the most pressurized moments that season. Pep Guardiola made a stupid-ass decision not to start Rodri or even Fernandinho. As far as Chelsea, some of their best players for the match, I think of Reece James completely destroying Manchester City's left-sided attack. Zinchenko, Sterling had nothing on Reece James for the entire game. Conte was absolutely sensational. One of the best performances I think I've seen from a CDM in a Champions League final in like the last 20 fucking years of my life. He was absolutely insane. Andreas Christensen was actually really good this game too. I don't know why a lot of people aren't talking about him. He was absolutely pivotal for Chelsea. He came on for Thiago Silva, who got injured as well. Rudiger was absolutely amazing too. Chilwell was great. Mason Mount was absolutely sensational. Mendy was good. Timo Werner was not that great. 64 minutes for Pep Guardiola to decide to put a central defensive midfielder, but I'm taking absolutely zero credit away from Chelsea Football Club because they thoroughly outplayed us for a majority of the game. 40% possession. They had more shots, more key passes, more corners, more set pieces, more everything, more chances on goal, everything. They completely outclassed us for 90 minutes. They thoroughly deserved the Champions League, and just we weren't having it. We were kids. It was literally kids versus, it was boys against men. That's literally what it was. The Chelsea players in the pre-match looked like they were going to war. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. This is just one video of a couple of videos that I'm going to be making this week ahead of the Champions League final. Thank you all so much for watching.